Welcome to Sound Off on 96.7 The Eagle, LaPorte County's original social media. Sound Off is a public interest forum that encourages your voice to be heard on the topics and issues impacting our local communities. We invite you to be part of the conversation by calling or texting 219-362-0522. You may also email your questions to soundoff@967theeagle.com. This is a topic-based program, and we ask that you keep your comments brief, concise, and related to the topic being discussed. The views expressed on Sound Off are those of the host or callers and do not represent the opinion of 96.7 The Eagle, Spoon River Media, LLC, or the sponsors. The on-air line is now open for your calls or texts at 219-362-0522. And now, Sound Off on 96.7 The Eagle.
And it wasn't good afternoon on this Friday. Good Friday, that is. Welcome to Sound Off. I'm Stan Maddox. Our guest today, we have a guest on the show, Harry Holtkamp. He's the executive director of the Nest Community Shelter in Michigan City. And perhaps you've heard about the Nest Community Shelter. They were involved in the creation of the overnight shelter in LaPorte just a couple of months ago. Harry, welcome to Sound Off.
Stan, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are wanting to know all about the Nest Community Shelter in Michigan City. You've been around for quite a while. Tell us more.
We have. So Nest Community Shelter has been around for 24 years now. We just became Nest Community Shelter in 23. Before that, we were Interfaith Community Pads. And before 2020, we actually traveled from church basement to church basement to church basement every night. So 7 initial church basements, 14 once we started the women's program, and we've continued to take care of people in the community and such. But in 2020, we moved into our permanent location, which is the old Sacred Heart Church in Michigan City, which now is called The Nest, and we've been operating there ever since. We're the only emergency shelter year-round in LaPorte County.
What's the address?
In Michigan City, it is 1001 West 8th Street.
All right. So permanent location now in Michigan City for about the past 5 years or so. But prior to that, you were saying you were going from church basement to church basement. What do you mean by that?
So that's called a PADS program, P-A-D-S, Public Action to Deliver Shelters. Basically, we operate in a church basement one night. The next night, another church lets us operate there. And it's not, we don't take it day by day. We take it season by season. So we already know what the schedule is going to be. Every Monday is going to be at X church, every Tuesday at Y church. But the rotation goes through all of those locations, and we operated that way for 18 years. Yeah, a logistical nightmare. Thank God the churches were there to help us out, and the volunteers and such. We made it happen, but it's so much nicer being in our own place.
Yeah, it's a lot better, I guess, to be in one spot than leapfrogging around like you were doing.
Well, so new guests would get lost, like where's the church tomorrow night? Where's that place? Emergency services would get lost. Where's the shelter at tonight? Donors would have trouble finding us. It was something we made work, but in hindsight, it wasn't ideal, but we made it work. Yeah.
All right. Now, the permanent facility in Michigan City, you're open year-round, right?
We are open year-round there, absolutely. So 24, not 24/7, but every single day we're there, 5:30 in the evening until 7 o'clock in the morning. Guests are there. We make sure they get fed. We make sure that they have a nice, comfortable place to stay. We connect them to lots of services in the community. And we have a 40% success rate of individuals coming in the door day one to getting into housing. So when they really focus on working the program and connecting to those services and such that we suggest to them, it really works.
40% success rate. How do you have success? How do you work with these people to get them back on their feet?
So these people are our neighbors. They're our friends. They're people just like us who just haven't strung it together as well as we have, and who knows what could happen for us. But in general, we come in, we get a plan of action going with our caseworkers. They work with each guest. They start with what the needs are and where to connect them to, and we start working through. And once they get to a point where they've secured a job, it's time to start saving. So we suggest 75% of every dollar that you make after your bills are paid, that you would save that. Because when an affordable apartment comes up, you have to have the money to strike. We don't have that kind of money to pay for your apartment, but we're there to guide you to it. So when they follow through with all of that for us, we have great success.
Okay. Well, it sounds like a great thing that you're doing, of course. Now, here in LaPorte, you guys were involved in the creation of the first overnight shelter in LaPorte, but that was just during the winter. Your doors are closing April 25th in LaPorte for the time being. Of course, that's at the old train depot. Will you be back next year in LaPorte?
We plan on being back next year in LaPorte. Some things are out of our control, but we're working with the mayor's office and other entities to find a location that fits the community and fits our needs. We want to be back. We want to be back full-time. Right now, the economy is just a little scary, sorry to say. Some grants are being held up and such. We rely heavily on grants. So we hope that everything can come through, but we plan on being here for a 6-month at least program next fall.
Okay, but you just don't know exactly where.
There's a lot of balls in the air right now.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Well, speaking of funding, you guys have a fundraising gala scheduled May the 3rd at Blue Chip Casino.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Tell us more about that. What's going to be happening?
So this is our first ever gala. We're calling it the Emerald Gala. It's at Blue Chip Casino on May 3rd, 5 p.m. until when they kick us out, basically. Probably not. Probably like 11 o'clock. We have plated dinner. We have drink tickets for individuals. There are silent auctions and paddle auctions. There's going to be a band playing. It's going to be lots and lots of fun for everybody. Please come out. If you're thinking about sponsoring us, that'd be great. If you are a corporation and looking to sponsor somebody whose cause aligns with your causes, please get in touch with us. The 21st is our hard deadline for turn-in numbers to Blue Chip, but we'll make it happen. Please get a hold of us.
Yeah. What's the cost?
The cost is $100 per ticket. And again, that gets you the plated dinner, it gets you drink tickets, it gets you involved in all of the festivities that we're having that night.
Okay. Worthy cause.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
for sure. I'll tell you what, we got a telephone call right now. Let's take that call. You're on Sound Off.
Hi, Stan and Harry Holtkamp. This is Tommy Kolovic calling. I'm wondering, do you just take people from like Michigan City and LaPorte County, or do you take them from all over, like places like South Bend or Lafayette or Gary or Indianapolis or Fort Wayne or all points in between? I think these places should only be reserved specifically for just LaPorte County residents. Thank you.
Well, Tommy, you are correct. So we take people who are here in LaPorte County that are in need. But I always say, if people are calling us and thinking that the grass is greener on this side, they should stay in their community, because each community has some type of help for their people. But when they're in our community, whether it's in Michigan City or LaPorte, anywhere in LaPorte County, we want to help them to get back on their feet, get connected to the right resources.
Okay. Now, it would be hard to turn down somebody who perhaps traveled here from Hammond or wherever, as long as they're right here and they show up. That would be a difficult thing to do, wouldn't it?
It is a tough thing. We have to do the right thing. We have to be able to sleep at night. We have to be able to know that the people that we're caring for, we did everything that we could to help them out. And people end up in our communities, whether it's their cause or not their cause. They end up here, and we want to help them.
Okay. Let's see. I have one more question before we take that quick commercial break. How long can people stay? Is there a time limit, and how many days or weeks somebody could stay at the shelter while they're being helped?
Each person is there for a different reason. I can't put a time limit on what they're staying for, because we want to make sure they get the correct care. But we average about 44 days per guest.
Okay. All right. How many people does your facility in Michigan City, how many people can you house at one time?
In Michigan City, we can house up to 50 individuals. That's 30 men on one floor, and on the second floor would be women and women with children. That can house up to 20. So that equals about 50 beds.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's take that quick commercial break. Stay with us here on Sound Off.
Picture this: piping hot pizza or loaded tots with all your favorite toppings delivered right to your door. And here's the best part: ordering has never been easier. Just download the Domino's app or visit Domino's.com to unlock a world of flavor at your fingertips. Tap, customize, and order your next lunch, dinner, or just because in a few easy steps. Ditch the hassle and get the ultimate pizza experience. Download the Domino's app today or visit Domino's.com for delivery, carryout, or curbside pickup.
You know, there's holidays. And then there's LaPorte's Dingus Day. This year's Dingus Day will be celebrated on Monday, April 21st. Make plans to stop out and enjoy some great food, plenty of entertainment, and endless drink specials.
Are you guys as excited as I am?
Each stop will have its own Polish sampler plates for $7 and Coors and Miller Lite 16-ounce drafts for $3.
I'll drink to that.
This year's lineup includes Casey's Lanes, Monty's Bar, Dick's Bar, Burger Bar and Grill, PRCU, JJ's Sign Out Bar and Grill, P&A, Hilltop Bar and Grill, Mickey's, Shooter's Bar and Grill, and Ringer's Bar and Grill. You won't want to miss this year's Dingus Day, Monday, April 21st. Buses will run from 4 to 11 p.m., and each stop will have plenty of food, drinks, and entertainment. You must be 21 to participate, and please celebrate responsibly.
Wow, heavy drinking crowd. I better go out for more beer.
It's LaPorte's annual Dingus Day celebration, Monday, April 21st. Are you ready for this month's radio auction? Well, it's happening right here on 96.7 The Eagle. Join Debbie and Dennis Siddell Saturday, April 19th, following the 8 a.m. news for unbeatable deals on certificates from some of your favorite local businesses. Mark your calendars for Saturday, April 19th. If you want a sneak peek, head on over to hometownnewsnow.com, find the 96.7 The Eagle tab, and check out the radio auction page for a list of all the hot items. It's the one and only radio auction, Saturday, April 19th on 96.7 The Eagle.
When it comes to school delays or closings, you can always count on 96.7 The Eagle for fast, dependable, accurate updates. Whether it's on the air, online, and social media, we keep you up to date whenever there is a closing or delay of the area schools and businesses. School and business delay and closings are brought to you by
Settlers Place Assisted Living and LaPorte Community Federal Credit Union.
So for the latest in closings and delays, turn on your source for news, weather, and local information, 96.7 The Eagle.
Michiana weather. Cloudy skies with a few peaks of sun this afternoon with highs around 80. Cloudy tonight, chance of thunderstorms, lows around 47. From the Weather Center at hometownnewsnow.com. Currently 77.
Your opinion matters. We invite you to share it by calling the on-air line at 362-0522. That's 362-0522. Now, back to Sound Off on 96.7 The Eagle.
And welcome back to Sound Off on this Friday afternoon. Stan Maddox here. Our guest today is Harry Holtkamp, Executive Director of the Nest Community Shelter in Michigan City. And, of course, they still do have the overnight shelter in LaPorte for a couple of more days before the season is over here. The facility in Michigan City is year-round. So we'll talk more about the Nest Community Shelter. I got a question for you, Harry. What are some of the reasons or the most common reason for people to suddenly find themselves without a home?
You know, we see a lot of money mismanagement. There are issues that's everyone could talk about. We could definitely talk about issues ranging from mental illness to addiction issues and such. But when we get to the root cause of things, it's usually money mismanagement. And so we try to connect them to services that really help out with classes for that and to connect them to resources that can help them manage their money or have someone manage their money for them. Yeah, there's lots of reasons. We can go down a laundry list, a couple pages deep, single line items. Yeah.
Yeah, sudden loss of a job.
Family members passing away, eviction in the family, and everyone in the house has to go. Lots of things like that. Car accidents, where they were living in their cars. Yeah, lots of things.
Yeah. The shelter in LaPorte, how many people did you serve?
So far, I mean, we're still collecting numbers, but so far we'll give you the numbers from the middle of January to the end of March. We helped, let me see, here's my numbers, 49 people that came through our doors during that time. We served 1,112 meals. We had 556 bed nights. We helped 9 people get into housing. We recorded almost 800 volunteer hours during that time, so that's just two and a third months.
Wow,
Yeah,
49 people.
49 individuals here in LaPorte that
Separate
walked through our doors.
individuals.
Separate individuals, absolutely. Yeah, and we're still recording numbers. We're still getting numbers for April yet.
That seems like a high number for a community the size of LaPorte.
Well, here's what we know. So here's why LaPorte was very vital to us, and we felt that we needed to be in LaPorte, is because we record lots of data in our Michigan City location, and at both locations we record lots of data. But we knew that out of everyone claiming that LaPorte County was their county of residence that came to the Michigan City shelter, 40% of them came from the city of LaPorte. So we knew the numbers were there, and we knew the need was there. That's what brought us to the dance, basically. That's why we became very interested in finding a location in LaPorte to help out the city of LaPorte, to alleviate potential overcrowding during winter times in our location in Michigan City, just to help out the whole county.
Wow, so 40% of the people using the shelter in Michigan City were from the city of LaPorte.
40% of everyone claiming LaPorte County was their county of residence, and that's about 80% of everyone who comes through the doors in Michigan City. So yeah, quite a bit, and
Okay.
we're seeing similar things here.
All right. Once again, our guest, Harry Holtkamp with the Nest Community Shelter. Give us a call, 362-0522, or text us at the same number. We have a text message. This listener is asking, how do you feel about making homelessness a criminal offense? I guess there's a proposal downstate to do that. Being homeless, why would that be a criminal offense, or how?
Well, there are lots of things I don't get involved in, and we make sure that the shelter doesn't get involved in, and a lot of that is politics. But what I will say is there's got to be ways that both sides can come together, that we can have a happy medium. And what I'd really like, and just my personal opinion, is the people who may have written this bill, I would love for them to come and volunteer time, to get down, boots on the ground, just see exactly what's going on, come out of your subdivision, see what's happening on the streets, see how we can really help people, because I know that there's a way. Let's just do that. Let's not focus on what the bill actually says and such. Let's see if we can find the happy medium.
Okay. Are they still having problems in Michigan City with, the homelessness and the loitering downtown in the Uptown Arts District? Do you know anything about that?
Well, I know that there are issues with that and such. We do our best to make sure that anybody who's looking for shelter can find shelter. We want to help out anybody in any way. That may be the way that they want to live or the place that they want to hang out. Michigan City has made the downtown area very beautiful. On my day off, I might want to sit down there and enjoy the scenery and such. But we just want to help people. So if you are suffering, if you are in need, please get a hold of us. Area code 219-276-7582. We want to help you.
All right, and don't forget the fundraising gala, May the 3rd at Blue Chip Casino. I can't imagine what the cost is of running the Nest Community Shelter if you have up to 70 people or so that you can hold one night at a time. Do you get to the maximum number each and every night, or?
There are times, especially during inclement weathers or end of months and such, that our numbers grow really rapidly. It is very labor intensive, so it does require lots of staffing to take care of individuals and the site and such like that. There is always a need. Our utility bills, outrageous, just like everyone else's. Our food bills, again, outrageous, just like everyone else's. But we're here to serve. We're here to help. And if you're interested in helping us, if you'd like to donate to us, if you'd like to volunteer with us, please reach out to us. Go to our website, nestcommunityshelter.org. Go to our Facebook page. Give me a call, 219-276-7582. Find out a way that you can help me. When the community comes together, it helps keeps those costs low. It helps keeps our services greater.
Okay. Now, the 60% that you're not able to help, why? Mental illness, maybe, or
there's lots and lots of reasons for that, and it could be that they're housed in the way that they feel is best for them. So we may decide that isn't as sustainable as others, and it could be a recidivism rate that we look at and such that factors into it. that would say that these people, because of the housing that they're in, that may or may not be sustainable, just wouldn't qualify as housing for us. We choose those numbers, not choose, but we decide exactly who's unsustainable and who's not, just because we want to get them in the right spot. So those numbers could be greater. They could be, but we're focusing on the individuals who are working the program and such, and we'd like to guide the other individuals to that point where they have sustainable housing.
Yeah, I guess you can't make anybody take part in those efforts. They got to want it to a certain degree, right?
They have to want it. They have to feel comfortable with the people who are helping them. There's lots of factors involved. We just want to continue to help.
All right, great. Let's take another phone call. You're on Sound Off. Go ahead.
That me?
That's you.
Yes. My grandson was addicted and ended up overdosing and dying. And what they need is like an AA. They have to be able to call someone the rest of their lives. It's just like an alcoholic with an AA. And they have Alcoholics Anonymous, I know, somewhere. But that's what they need after and that's probably why they're homeless also.
Addiction issues definitely play into reasons for homelessness, absolutely. Because of the short time we were going to be in LaPorte, we wanted to make sure that we served the full need immediately. But when we come back, we definitely plan on having those types of community meetings like AA, like NA, like Al-Anon. Like, we just want to help people. And if we become a location for them to come to for other types of services, wonderful.
All right, another text message. This person wants to know more about the gala auction at the gala event at Blue Chip. What's going to be auctioned off, and how's that going to work?
Oh, my gosh. We're going to have a silent auction. We're going to have a paddle auction. Some of the things up for auction are going to be a trip to Nashville, a Blackstone grill, a wood pellet grill, golf outings at Sand Creek and Potawatomi. How about Chick-fil-A once a week for a year?
Wow.
How about coffee at South Bend Chocolate Cafe once a week for a year? Just wonderful, wonderful things, large and small, lots of baskets being auctioned off. We want to thank our sponsors for all of this. So NIPSCO, title sponsor, love them. City of Michigan City, City of LaPorte, Phenomenal Photo Booth, Duneland Landscape, South Shore PR, Hitachi, Triplex Plating, Kathleen Kelly and Family, Thaddeus C. Gallery. Just wonderful, wonderful organizations helping us out.
All right, great. Let's take another phone call. You're on Sound Off. Go right ahead.
Thaddeus C. Gallery.
You have to turn your radio down, please.
All right, great. Let's take another phone call. You're on Sound Off. Go right ahead.
Yeah, we're on a 10-second delay, so you have to turn your radio down.
You have to turn your radio down, please. All right, great. Let's take another phone call.
Hello.
Yeah, we're in a 10-second delay.
Okay. Yeah, remember, you got to turn your radio down because we're on a 10-second delay, and we go to you to talk on Sound Off. You're 10 seconds behind, so turn those radio down. Okay, let's see. Do we have any more messages? Not yet. 362-0522. That's our number to call and text. Once again, Harry Holtkamp, Executive Director of the Nest Community Shelter. Again, the gala, May the 3rd at Blue Chip Casino. The silent auction and,
a paddle auction.
And a paddle auction?
Yeah.
How does that work? What's a paddle auction?
So a paddle auction would be like you raise your paddle, and you won that bid. Next person might be able to trump you, and Yeah, it'd be a fun time. We're going to have an auctioneer there. I believe Steve Listinsky. I hope I'm butchering your name, and I'm so sorry.
I think it's Listinsky. Yeah.
Yep. I believe he's going to be our auctioneer for the night. It's going to be wonderful.
Exciting. Yeah, those verbal auctions can really get into that.
It'll be fun.
Okay. Let's take a quick commercial break. Stay with us here on Sound Out.
Whoa, what happened to your garage? It's clean. You had enough rusty bikes and dead electronics to start a museum.
Well, Dynamic Meddling Recycling in Kingsbury called my crap scrap, and then they bought it all from me.
They bought all that crap?
Yeah, my scrap. Old lawnmower, busted water heater, even that box of tangled wires and old electronics. It all fits in my wallet as cash now.
I guess it's time to clean my garage and fill my wallet, too.
Turn your scrap into cash. Take it to Dynamic Metal Recycling, First Line Road in the Kingsbury Industrial Park, and you'll feel good that you did.
If you're not already banking at Grand Heritage Federal Credit Union, you may be wondering what the differences are between Grand Heritage and others, like banks. Stop by today and let them show you how to put more money in your pocket by banking with Grand Heritage, a credit union. Like free checking, Christmas clubs, auto loans, Visa credit cards, children's accounts with no fees and no minimum balances. You'll also enjoy the easy-to-use mobile app and online banking at Grand Heritage. When you're out of town, you'll be able to bank at one of over 5,000 shared branches across the United States. Oh, and when you call Grand Heritage, you'll get a real person on the line, not some automated attendant. And you can take comfort in knowing that all decisions are made locally. It's simply better banking with Grand Heritage, here locally since 1955 at 201 Kumler Drive, LaPorte. Your money is federally insured by NCUA at Grand Heritage Federal Credit Union.
Hi, everyone. I'm Craig Orndorff. On the next weekend in the country, we head back to April of 1986, the weekend of the Chernobyl disaster. Libya was held responsible for the bombing of a disco in Berlin, and we were dazzled by Halley's Comet. And on the chart that week were hits by the Judds, Reba, the Bellamys, Hank Jr., Anne Murray, and Steve Wariner. So we'll have them and many more on the next weekend in the country.
This Saturday morning, 6 to 8 before the radio auction on 96.7 The Eagle.
Have you heard about Denny's Diner on 96.7 The Eagle? Every weekday during the morning mayhem at 6:55, I'll present you with our special question of the day. And if you're the first person with the correct answer, then you'll win a $20 gift card from one of these fine sponsors.
Twisted Tiki Sports Bar and Pizzeria, Burger Taco, JJ's Pizza Shack, and the Burger Bar and Grill.
So join me for Denny's Diner at 6:55 weekday mornings only on 96.7 The Eagle.
Get employee pricing now at autopark.com and Autopark Automotive on SUVs and trucks. New SUVs from just $259 a month. Over 700 new and pre-owned vehicles.
What are you waiting for? The lines are open on Sound Off. Text or dial your questions now to 362-0522. That's 362-0522. Now, back to LaPorte County's original social media. Sound Off on 96.7 The Eagle.
And welcome back. Again, Harry Holtkamp is our guest, Executive Director of the Nest Community Shelter in Michigan City. We have a text message. What levels of sponsorship are available for the gala event?
So we still have our gold level sponsors, silver level sponsor, and entry level sponsors. You can go to our website, nestcommunityshelter.org. You can see the whole packages that are there. I wish I brought them in front of me. I'm so sorry that I didn't. But I do know that there are still some sponsorships that are available.
All right, fantastic. Another text message. How is the Nest blog helping the community? You have a blog.
We have a very robust blog. Truthfully, if you ever want to learn anything about homelessness, go to our blog. It is on our website, nestcommunityshelter.org, and you'll find out lots and lots of things. Each month, we focus on different ideas, different topics and such. This month, we're talking about misconceptions of homelessness. Again, we could talk about that for months and months and months, but we're going to try to cover lots and lots of bases, and in each month will be something different. And you can go back on our blog history for probably about 2 years, maybe a little bit more, and see lots and lots of things to talk about. It's just a wonderful, wonderful resource.
Yeah, it sounds like an effective way to educate people about homelessness.
Well, it really opens eyes. It explains exactly what we're seeing with boots on the ground.
Yeah, let's talk about that. I understand there's been a dramatic increase over the past couple of years. Tell us more about that increase in people using the shelter.
Well, I don't know if traumatic's the right word. It's a great word. But there definitely is an increase that we're seeing. So we were going through numbers, and we noticed that from 22 to 24, through the end of each year, we've seen a 36% increase in services. We started to look at those numbers because in 23, we thought, oh, my gosh, we really, really served a lot of meals this year. We served 20,000 meals in 2023. We thought that was great. It's the largest number we've ever seen. Until 2024 came, and then we had 22,500 meals. And we're seeing a larger increase this year. So the need is out there. We are seeing this. We're doing our best to fill that need. It's a heavy load, but we're not afraid of it. And we definitely want to help individuals as best as possible.
Yeah, this increase, because inflation, nowadays, inflation, the housing market, very expensive now. Lots of increases in rent. Is that the main reason, do you think?
You know, I see lots and lots of reasons, but the cost of housing is extremely expensive. It can be almost categorized as outrageous. When we're seeing what we used to see is $500 and $600 rental units for a single apartment, now going for $900 to $1,100. And most people are on fixed incomes. Even people who are working have to have a fixed income of some kind. So it makes it really, really difficult to do that. But on the opposite side, I also see where landlords and property owners and such had to do that because of what happened during COVID, where tenants were staying there rent-free during that time, and they still had to pay their mortgage. They still had to pay these bills. It's a perfect storm. It really is. All that we're trying to do is help individuals. It makes it very tough, though.
Okay. I understand you have another event coming up. You're partnering with the PAC Center here in LaPorte this coming Sunday, Easter Sunday.
Oh, my God, a wonderful, wonderful event. We were so excited to be invited to this. The PAC Center and Nest are hosting Easter dinner at the PAC Center for the community. Come on out, please. Enjoy. Meet the people who are helping. Meet the people who are in need. Meet your friends on Easter. Come on out. It is from 3 to 5 at the PAC Center, 605 Washington Street. We would love to have you. If you're looking to volunteer, come on in. Say you want to volunteer. We will put you to work, and we will be glad to have you.
Is there a need for volunteers at the Nest Shelter in Michigan City?
Always, always, always a need. We operate probably between both shelters with about 60 volunteers on a weekly basis. So there's always a need. Just a couple hours. Come on in, get your feet wet, see exactly how we do things, and see how we can help the community and how you can help.
Okay. Somebody wants to know about the food. Is it all donated, or do you have to buy some of it?
All the above. All the above. So in LaPorte, we have most of the food is donated, bought for us, and then brought in for us, whether it's by Nest or by donors. In Michigan City, we have a commercial kitchen, and we create on sites, so individuals can donate to us, but then we also have volunteers that come in that play the game of Chopped on a daily basis. They see what we have, and they create meals out of it. We want to feed up to 50 people on a nightly basis in Michigan City, and we would encourage you, if you have skills in the kitchen, come on out. We will put you to work. We would love it.
Of course, the shelter in LaPorte, you had the Center Township Trustee's Office partnering. They were taking the people after the shelter would close for the day and allowing them to use their laundromat, laundry facilities, take a shower, have a bite to eat, and then case management. So they were the ones that were really doing that other work.
You guys have one heck of a resource here in LaPorte. And so the Center Township Trustee's Office, Lisa, just an amazing, amazing person, really cares for the people she's serving, really cares for the community. She had these amenities in her building. We asked her if she would partner with us because we knew that we needed those type of services and such. And she wholeheartedly, oh my gosh. So all of those people that we got housed, all of those people that we helped, we couldn't have done it without Lisa. I mean, it had to be a true partnership between lots of entities. And next season when we come in, we don't want to put all the weight on Lisa's shoulders. We want to spread that wealth because there are other agencies out here that also offer case management, that also offer help. And so if we all came together, the lift would be lighter, and we can definitely help more people.
Boy, any discussion about having a year-round shelter in LaPorte?
We want to have a year-round shelter in LaPorte. It's all about funding, and it's all about coming together in the right spot. So there are lots and lots of conversations that are going on. Most of it will revolve around funding at the end. But yeah, we would love to.
All right. Hey, what's that location again in Michigan City? Your address is on West 8th Street, right?
Correct. So it's 1001 West 8th Street in Michigan City. If you are in the city of LaPorte and are suffering and in need, it is at 809 Washington Street until April 25th. We would love to help you out.
All right. Fantastic. I guess you're funded entirely by grants and monetary donations, things of that nature, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
That has to be stressful.
It is a little stress. There is some stress, but we figure it out. There are opportunities and such, and events like the gala really give the community an opportunity to see what we do, to get more invested into this. Opening up our doors for volunteers, for open houses, things like the dinner at the PAC Center. These are all opportunities for people to see exactly what the caring community does for their people. And this is how we get more and more people involved in this. And it takes the whole community not only to help the people, but to help the organizations to help the people to come together.
Yeah, once again, the gala, May the 3rd at Blue Chip Casino. You have the silent auction, then the traditional auction. That's not too bad. One of the things they'll be bidding on is the Chick-fil-A once-a-week meal, right?
Oh, my gosh. How great would that would be?
I'll bet you'll get a lot of bids on that one.
I might bid on it. Who knows? I think it'd be great, yeah.
Anything else about the gala you haven't told us about yet?
So the band that we're having there is called Aftermath, a local band, really, really popular, just a great, great band. There'll be lots and lots of opportunities to help out our organization and to become a part of us. So please, if you're thinking about it, it'll be a great Saturday night. Bring somebody with, buy a table, buy a seat. Come on in. Join us. We'd love to have you.
Okay. Any idea about the food that's going to be available?
You can't go wrong with what Blue Chip serves. So we're still working on the menu. I can't. I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but our team that is heading this gala definitely has some great ideas, and it's going to be wonderful.
All right, fantastic. Again, you guys have been around for over 20 years. Permanent facility now for the past 5 years. So. Any help that's offered, I'm sure you're not going to turn it down, right?
We would not turn it down. We would love to have you. If you don't want to get your feet wet, shoulder to shoulder with clients, totally understandable. There are still other ways that you can help us out. So please don't be afraid to reach out to us and find out a way that works for you. Okay.
All right. We got about a minute or so left in the program. Anything else about the Nest Community Shelter, about the effort in LaPorte you want people to know about?
I just want to say that thank you, LaPorte. Truthfully, thank you for inviting us. Thank you for letting us show you exactly what we know we can do and what we can do. Thanks to all the volunteers. Over 70 applications came across our desk to help facilitate this site in LaPorte. We're still getting applications. We're still getting people coming in. The need is there. The need is there to volunteer, and the need is there to serve the individuals, and we want to help both.
Okay. Great. So when's the next meeting, perhaps, to discuss the future of the facility in LaPorte?
So Lisa Pierzakowski, Tom Dermody, and I we'll all get together. We'll start talking about exactly, what will work and what. So once we get a better plan, and we're close. Once we get a better plan, we're going to open it up to the community. We're going to have volunteer opportunities for training and such, just to make sure that everyone's on point. So when we open those doors, we can start running.
All right. Well, Harry, thanks a lot for coming on Sound Off today. It's great to get to know more about the Nest Community Shelter.
I appreciate it so much. Thank you. And thanks to all the volunteers in LaPorte and in Michigan City who have helped us.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to bring you back on sometime for sure.
Anytime.
All right. That'll do it for Sound Off today. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday. Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us and voicing your opinion on this edition of Sound Off.
Oh, hey!
The views expressed on Sound Off are those of the host or callers and do not represent the opinion of 96.7 The Eagle, Spoon River Media, LLC, or the sponsors. Sound Off airs live every Monday and Friday, immediately following Update 12 News, and is available online after the show is over under the podcast menu at hometownnewsnow.com. Mark your calendar and join us again for the next edition of Sound Off, right here on 96.7 The Eagle.